So today we have a fun video to go over as Stadia is making appearances in a new Google store. We also have information on several games coming to Stadia as well as a big cross-play event coming this week. Also, what the heck? Netflix and Walmart are getting into cloud gaming? Seriously? I mean, what's next, guys? KFC? Oh wait. All that in this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to always be up to date with Stadia and cloud gaming news. So Google's going to be opening up a retail store in New York City, which is interesting considering today's day and age. And it's going to feature Google products, things like Pixel phones, Nest products, Pixel books, Fitbit devices. But the question I had when I heard this was, is Stadia gonna be featured in some way, shape, or form? Well, they showed an image of what this store would look like, and if you zoomed in, you can see slightly that Stadia logo. This makes a lot of sense. At the moment, really, the only place to potentially buy the Stadia controller and Chromecast Ultra in a physical store is through Best Buy. Even then, most of the stores don't even have it in stock in the store. You could only order it online. So anyone interested in Stadia or doesn't even know about it would be able to play it and demo it at these Google stores. Now, I've said this is literally the best way to sell this platform. Just showcase it and have it in hand so people can try it out. And of course, though this is just one store in New York, it doesn't really move the needle much. But what this store is an experiment, and if it's successful, it could see the opening of more Google stores, which then would also have Stadia featured in more places. So I thought that this was significant enough to talk about. Personally, if I were to demo Stadia, I wouldn't just do it with the Stadia controller. I'd have a dedicated area. Or you can play with your Chromebook or a Pixel phone and have the Stadia app loaded with every game in the library. So there's definitely quite a bit of potential here, and I'm curious how this is going to look if they do indeed decide to feature a dedicated Stadia area. Now, this should be really cool to see when something finally does launch, and I'm going to definitely keep a close eye on this one. Alright, and with that, we're going to go ahead and rapid fire a lot of the game news here. Foreclosed has got a release date on Stadia as well as a new trailer. The game is set to come August 12th, and guys, it's showing quite a bit of promise in the gameplay department. As you can tell, you can pull off some pretty neat moves. This will be a game to watch when it does come out here in a few months. Then we got another game rated from none other than, you guessed it, Outright Games, with another kid title in The Last Kids on Earth and the Staff of Doom. And I have to say, out of all the kiddie games coming from Outright Games to Stadia, and it's got to be like up to 10 plus, this one looks to me the most promising. It has that couch co-op potential. The gameplay looks simple but fun, and I'm looking forward to this one and the official announcement. Finally, we have Destiny 2 is set to have the Vanguard Strikes crossplay beta, and you're going to be matched with Xbox, Steam, and PlayStation players. This event is running through May 25th to the 27th, and well, Destiny 2 is probably, if I had to guess, one of the more popular games on Stadia, and these betas are to test crossplay, making sure that it's working as optimal as possible before they finally release it. Glad to see it, love seeing it, and I think crossplay on Stadia with Destiny might actually pull me back in, so I'm excited to see how it all plays out here. Let me know if you guys end up planning to join this testing, and if you guys are looking forward to that Destiny crossplay. Well, guys, this is an interesting story. So a website called The Information reported that Netflix is looking to hire an executive to oversee an expansion into video games and assigned to step up its efforts to grow beyond traditional filmed entertainment. The report is also suggesting that they've approached several veteran game industry executives. Now, it also reports that they are looking at potentially doing a bundle of games with a subscription, essentially like Apple Arcade, and a spokesperson for Netflix didn't deny any of this. They simply said that they are excited to do more interactive entertainment in the future. Now, this isn't a stretch by any imagination for a few reasons. Netflix has interactive movies where you can choose like the path the story goes. Netflix themselves in 2019 said that its biggest competition was Fortnite of all things. So the fact that Netflix is saying that taking gamers' attentions away from their platform because they're playing video games tells you they don't care what you are or what you watch or what you consume, be it a movie, TV, or you play video games. They want you on their platform with your undivided attention. Now, we don't necessarily know which way Netflix would go with this. They could have maybe downloadable games, or are they streaming games because, well, it's Netflix, and that seems to be the natural course. But Netflix has, guys, check this out, 207 million paid subscribers worldwide. It wouldn't take many of those million subscribers to be gaming on Netflix to actually make it profitable. Netflix has dabbled in producing games themselves. They produced the Stranger Things mobile game and then the Stranger Things 3 the game. This is a title that I actually got the pleasure of playing and being sponsored to do when it came out, and it was actually pretty enjoyable, that game was. So none of this really seems out of the realm for Netflix, and more than likely they're for sure going to dabble in some way, shape, or form, especially since they kind of already have, and I think they have potential. They have money, and well, those 200 million people are pretty easy to market. This is going to be an interesting one to watch. Just like that, reportedly, if you haven't heard this, Walmart cloud gaming service, that may or may still not happen. This even had a playable demo that Mark Rain, co-founder of Epic Games, tried out on an Android phone, and he said that the experience was like playing on a PS4 and definitely superior to Android or iOS. This was back in April 2019. No word if Walmart is still going to launch their own cloud gaming service that was set to not just have cloud gaming, but apparently even downloadable games as part of it. So very interesting, guys, to see these huge companies looking at cloud gaming. Guys, when there is smoke, there's absolutely fire. Cloud gaming, as I've always said, is going to be part of gaming's ecosystem in one way or another in the future. What percentage of gamers are going to embrace it? Well, my guess is that it's going to be quite a bit. I'm not sure if it's ever going to be the dominating way that we all game, but the potential is absolutely there. And companies like Walmart, Netflix, Google, Amazon, these companies are barely looking at gaming, and they know that there's a huge market, and they're trying to get in, and they're trying to get in for a good reason. So it's all interesting stuff to watch, to say the least. And man, oh man, I cannot wait to see this stuff unfold in the future. It's going to be wild. With that, guys, let me know your thoughts on today's video with all that Stadia news. Stadia being at a Google retail store and being showcased that way, and all the games news. Also, give me your thoughts on Netflix and Walmart getting into the cloud gaming space. Do you think they have any sort of chance? Let me know down below. As always, guys, subscribe if you're new to always be up to date with all cloud gaming news and Stadia. Like the video and hit that bell. I'm Sunny, and I'll see you guys in the clouds.